My name Edmond Yakani, Executive Director of CEPO. I would like to take this opportunity with high respect to appeal to the United Nations General Assembly and to the United Nations Secretary General and also the chairperson of United Nations General Assembly that this upcoming United Nations General Assembly, in which the government of South Sudan will be attending with the representation of Her Excellency, Vice President and the Chair of Service Cluster, Josephine Lagu, is a golden opportunity for United Nations Chairperson of General Assembly and United Nations Secretary General to meet with the government of South Sudan and to reach a very concrete practical decisions that will help South Sudan to transition from violence to peace through the implementation of the pending task of the R-Access. Your Excellency, Chairperson of United Nations General Assembly and the Secretary General of United Nations, South Sudan is in political stalemate that if it is not rescued, it is likely to undermine the political transition from violence to peace through the revitalized peace agreement, which is a legal framework for transitioning the country from violence. And part of the outcome of your meeting, if your meeting, should involve the release of the political detainees, and that means also the commissioning of an inclusive political dialogue among the parties signatory to our access would be really a priority. And this escalation of the ongoing military confrontation that is making civilian population paying a very expensive price, and where protection and safety of civilians is being undermined, but also reaching to a conclusion where the government of South Sudan have to come with a very clear framework for transition the country from violence to peace through holding a peaceful and credible elections. But the elections require a good enough conditions so this election will be free and fair. Therefore, we are appealing to your leadership, United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres. This is a golden opportunity that also you can hold a trilateral meeting between United Nations, African Union, and IGAD with the government of South Sudan to set up a clear commitment that the government of South Sudan will commit themselves where they will deliver in implementing the provision of the R-Access, which is aimed for transition the country from violence to peace, but also the question of commitment to the spirit and the letter of the R-Access is very important, because R-Access is fading out its legitimacy and public are losing trust and confidence on R-Access because of the political manipulation that is going on, and specifically the splits within one of the parties that is signatory, that is SPLM-IO, is undermining the spirit and the letter of the R-Access. We are appealing to you as a Secretary General of the United Nations during this General Assembly meeting, hold a meeting with the representative of the government of South Sudan and reach a concrete actions plan that will help South Sudanese leaders to use dialogue for resolving their discontented political position, but also transition the country from violence to peace through the implementation of the pending task of the R-Access. And that means whatever is going on around the R-Access have to respect the spirit and the letter of the R-Access. For this country to transition, we are worried that if we undermine the R-Access, the country may return back to a full-scale civil war, and citizens may pay huge price, and protection of civilians may not be a priority for the warring parties, and civilians are going to be at risk. There's a high chances that what the United Nations normally used to say, no Rwanda again, it is going to be challenging if the situation of South Sudan is not resolved. And we have seen what is going on in our neighborhood, Sudan, and we hope that also as the United Nations General Assembly is discussing the issue of South Sudan is interlinked with Sudan. You can't find peace in South Sudan without peace in Sudan, and you can't find peace in Sudan without South Sudan. We hope that United Nations General Assembly will really take a decision on finding a successful political transition in South Sudan as equally as also in Sudan, because both countries' citizens are paying a very expensive price due to very aggressive warring parties that are using military approach for resolving their political differences. Thank you very much.